Our special guest today is Judge Deborah A. Thomas, who is a Wayne County Court Circuit Court judge, and she's here visiting us from Detroit. I've had an opportunity to spend a few hours with Judge Thomas since she's been here in Battle Creek over the last few days, and I tell you what, an exciting ride listening to this really sharp lady talk about justice, talk about the things, her hopes and expectations as she pursues the route for Michigan State Supreme Court. Judge Thomas, welcome to Battle Creek.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure. I've had a wonderful stay.
Let me ask you, could you tell us about some of the events you've been involved in since you've been in Battle Creek, and what brought you here?
Well, I'm a member of the Elks organization, and we were at a convention this week, and so we've had membership that's come throughout the state of Michigan to conduct our business and to make plans for future activity. And our organization, we have oratorical contests, beauty and talent contests. We do medical education programs, and just a series of programs to help do financial assistance for students going to school and to help the general community. And since I've been here, I've been a part of the parade. I really enjoyed the parade yesterday. That was wonderful. I've had a chance to meet with community leaders and different forums. I'm going to the cereal breakfast. I'm looking forward to that. I've had a chance to meet with the Ministerial Alliance. I've had a wonderful time.
Great, and just this evening, you met with a number of the black or African-American attorneys here in the city of Battle Creek, correct?
Yes, I did. We were discussing the possibility of a bar association to maybe help with some mentoring and community outreach and coalition building. And I think that was a positive meeting.
Well, wonderful. And you also got an opportunity to go to the Brownstone Cafe, and if I recall, there were about 20 or more people there who were anxiously awaiting you when you got there. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we were talking about the importance of the judiciary, the importance of courts in our governmental process, and that the courts, being the third branch of government, have the ultimate responsibility to ensure that the laws enacted by the legislatures are constitutionally sound, that the administration of the law by the executive branch is done in a constitutionally sound fashion, and that citizens need to know the importance of voting for judges and how to vote for judges.
Okay.
That judges are elected on the nonpartisan ballot. And oftentimes people will, I'm not nonpartisan. I belong to the same party for 30 years. But what they don't understand is that the judges are listed separate from any political party. They're all listed on the portion of the ballot that is labeled nonpartisan.
Okay.
And if you're going to vote for a judge, whether it's the city judge, your county judge, your court of appeals, or the Supreme Court, you have to go to the nonpartisan ballot because that's where all the judges are listed.
Okay, well, let me ask you, you think about the court system, a lot of time court systems are overlooked in terms of elections. Why people will always vote for the president, they'll vote for their Congress people, but why is the judiciary so important, or is the judiciary, are they an equal branch of government with the other two?
They're an equal branch of government to the extent that our government is set up for a check and balance system so that there's always assistance of review so that no one branch runs away with the government in its entirety. But it's the courts that have the final say-so, and it's that the courts that are responsible for making sure that our government runs within the framework of our Constitution. And people oftentimes think that, okay, if I vote my political party, you know, there's been some campaign slogans that you just vote a straight ticket. And so they go in, they vote this straight ticket, and they don't realize that judges are to make decisions that are done in a non-partial fashion. And so since our decisions are to be nonpartisan, then to reinforce that idea, we are placed on the nonpartisan part of the ballot. So sometimes you have to look for it. You have to keep turning the pages until you find this part that says nonpartisan. But my position is we should vote for justice first.
Okay.
If we don't have justice, we don't have anything. So vote for justice first, and then vote for the other elected positions, because people aren't going to forget their party affiliation.
When you say vote for justice first, let me ask you, what distinguishes you from, say, the person you're running against? What distinguishes you and your particular philosophy bringing it to the bench?
I think one of the key factors is that I've had 30 years experience both as a trial attorney and a trial judge, because the Supreme Court is responsible not only for making rulings that affect the law throughout the state, but they also set the rules and the procedures on how the courts will operate. So sometimes it's helpful to have somebody who's actually worked there to be able to say how to the laws, the rules apply. In addition, there's two philosophies primarily among attorneys and judges. And then one philosophy is kind of like the Federalist Society philosophy, which says that there's only